Hey guys, how are you all doing? Let's get into today's video. Remember, if you want to send a video for Rafito to react to, just send an email to rafabartowski@gmail, alright? And I heard that Leiliane messed with the... She couldn't handle the black, alright? I don't know yet what she did. I'm going to see it with you now, but I hope it worked out, that she liked it, right? That it didn't dry out, didn't damage, didn't do anything bad to her hair. But deep down, I knew she wouldn't be able to stand seeing that black. I knew it.
Bia.
But now, I want to talk to you, who's new to the channel. It's your first time here. If so, nice to meet you. I'm Rafa Bartowski. Welcome to my channel. Take this moment and subscribe. And, of course, leave a like, because I know my dear friends have already left their like right at the beginning.
Kiss for you.
Hello, my loves. Welcome to my channel. My name is Leiliane Amorim. It's a pleasure to have you here today. As you saw in the title of the video, maybe I'll remove the black from my hair with decapicolor. That's right. Hey, I'm tired of it. I'm done. I don't want it anymore. I just want to see how long it lasted. Bye.
I got you.
It's not my hair. Okay, guys, not at all. Today, I did a procedure with the Capicolor. It's going to be on my sister-in-law's hair. She has gray hair, but she used to dye it blonde. Bye.
Pause. You tricked me. Look at you guys. You see the headline. You see, oh, Leiliane. You played a prank on us. Leilino. I believed, no, I believed it, and I thought you wouldn't be able to handle it. But, hey Leil, since you have the Decapicolo in your hand, grab a little strand here and do a test. Yeah, do a test so we can see. Oh, come on, Leil. I just felt all extra continuing here.
And one day, she sent her son to buy the dye. I think it was her son. And he went, brought the dye, prepared it, and when she applied it,
It wasn't the right color.
that's when she realized it was black dye. In other words, he bought the wrong dye and she ended up dyeing her hair black.
So,
In this situation, right, what she could do is wait, right, for it to fade so she can, do some kind of treatment. We'll apply the Decapicolo color remover to her hair and I'll show you how it looks now.
oh,
You have to wait for an hour and a half, okay? Rinse, treat, and see if a second application is necessary.
is that okay?
Her hair has a lot of gray. I'll show you in a moment.
Okay?
And like I told her, maybe because there were 2 rounds of color because she put a black dye on her hair, right, by mistake. And since she doesn't live in the same city as I do, then her hair started growing out a lot.
The roots.
And she dyed it brown. It was brown and it stayed brown, but only on the white part, not on all the hair. So let's see how the Decapicolor will work on her hair.
Come see what Leiliane's hair looks like.
Well, my loves, her hair is like this.
Look, here in the front.
As you can see, it's really gray. Look.
Yeah.
At the roots of my hair, it's all over the roots, but the lengths look like this. Look. Some parts are darker, others are more reddish.
Brownish.
Oh.
Okay.
And we're going to go through it. She washed her hair with just shampoo. Oh, here.
Right?
It looks darker, more like Noel, you see. It's kind of brownish.
So,
her hair is really faded, especially here on the inside.
pause. Well, you saw it, right? Her hair is dark with white, right, guys? Here's a tip for those of you who have white hair and want to start covering it. Never cover it with dark dyes. Why? If your problem is the white hair, think about it. From gray to black, there's little difference, right? But from gray to white, there's a big difference. So, the contrast is greater. It's all or nothing. With gray, it's 50-50. If you go with some browner, lighter colors, it's about 30 or so. I lost count. But did you get it? That's why they say women don't age, they just go blonde. Why? Blonde is a light shade and blonde is closer to white tones, so it hides it more. You can go longer with the white than having to touch it up every 2 weeks. Because after 10 days, it's already showing everything here. Look, if someone has really dark hair, it screams like, hey, I'm here, and the person gets bothered by it. And also, the blonde, or brown, or red can't be from hair dye, because otherwise, you become a hostage to it. Also, you have to cover it every 15 days because otherwise, it leaves a stripe. When they talk about what I mentioned, it's in the case of highlights because the highlights will blend with your gray hair, you know? So, when you get highlights, it blends in. So visually, it creates an effect that doesn't bother you as much. Although you, the person who has gray hair, will be bothered by it anyway, right? When it's with us and the person, if they work from home, if they spend a lot of time in places without mirrors, they get dressed all the time. So, that's it. But anyway, that's the tip I gave you. It's okay that she didn't do it on purpose, but never use black if you have white, unless you want to touch it up. Every 7, 10, or 15 days is fine, because black with white can't go more than 15 days. It has to be less than 15 days, otherwise it won't work. You look good one day, but by the next, white hairs show, and you can look bad for up to 30 days. It's not that white hair is ugly, but when it's grown out, it looks bad. We have to say it looks bad. That's why you want to cover up the white hair as soon as it starts to grow, right? I think it's beautiful when someone manages to free themselves and let their hair go white. My mom's hair is completely white now. But it's a process. It's a process like half and half. In her case, I bleached it a lot so it was blonde and white, so there wasn't much contrast. Then it kept growing and growing. Now it's all white. But if your hair is dark and you let it grow, you'll have everything white here and everything black here. It looks like a disaster. It really does. But you have to be patient because after the war, victory always comes. After the struggle, good times always follow. Or maybe not, right? What if you dye your hair again and the war was pointless? But anyway, tips and more tips coming up here.
So I told her that it might lift to a reddish tone, but she could use a more ashy blonde shade. Let's see how her hair is going to turn out. Her hair is about this length. It's curly.
Really curly, right?
And let's start applying it.
Look at hers.
Okay, honey, I've already applied it here. Look at her hair, how curly it is, just not at the roots, only on the part where the hair is dark. Now, wait an hour and a half. I used a whole box of the Capicolo. Wait an hour and a half to see if we need to do another application. There's nothing left, see? From the box, it's all gone, it's finished. I prepared it here and poured it over there.
All right.
Sweethearts, look, how does it look?
Her hair? Look, it's purple, but the Decapicolo is still wet.
Right, let's see after it dries, look. And let's go over it again. You can see there are spots here that are really golden, but we'll only see it properly after we remove the product. Scrape the coconut and it will stay. This hair, put something on her back.
But
And she used Natuco. The dye that was applied was Natuco on her hair because she said Natuco. We know that it's harder to come out because
yes,
it doesn't have ammonia and the color remover works better with ammonia, right? But look at this.
but it's lightning well. Good.
Darlings, the first application of the Capicolo turned out like this. Look, it's already dry. Here on the top part, it stayed even darker, right? Brown. Because there was more concentration of dye here in the front part.
But here, look,
On the bottom part.
not so much.
Then you'll do a second application so you can move on to the hair dye.
The second application of Decapicolo is done.
It's nighttime, wait a bit longer.
You bought 2 jars, right?
To see how light it gets, to see what color will be applied.
All right.
Sweethearts, the second application of the Capicolo didn't work. It didn't remove the pigment, so we went ahead with bleaching instead.
Okay.
She really wanted to get that dark color out of her hair, so that's what we did, right? We bleached it. With 30 volume developer, we used Aquaflora products, both the peroxide and the bleaching powder. We applied it to all the parts that were dark and where there wasn't much dye residue. It lightened more than other areas, but a good part still turned out orange. So we decided to do another bleach wash on those parts that are more saturated,
Those ends.
so we can tone them. And here, after the shampooing with 20 volume peroxide, the hair really lightened up those orange parts. And now we're going to tone the hair, okay? Because she wants to let the white part grow out. So we're going to tone this hair and then we'll see how the white part at the roots looks. Here we've already toned it with a dye and a de-yellowing product. You can see it's really neutralizing that yellow. So
It's going to look different.
and we use this dye here, 101 from Colorstone, the ash blonde, very light ash blonde, which is ammonia free. I swapped her developer for the 10 volume one, and we also use this one here, which is a toner. From Altamoda Alpha Parf, I mixed both with 10 volume developer, and the result you saw was that one. It really neutralized the egg yellow, and after it was neutralized, right, the roots turned out really white and the length very blonde, that pearl blonde. So, to fix the evened out nail root, we applied the Pure Honey Masticolo toner to the roots, where it was white, and on the length it was very diluted. Okay, and this was the final result.
It turned out nice, Lay. You made an amazing video. It just wasn't amazing. Best, master, black, because you didn't show Lay. If you had shown yourself doing it, applying it. Wow, Lay, look at that, wow. You got sad? No, you felt like this. You got happy, right? Because you managed to do it. But, Lay, if it had worked on your hair, would you have this hair color? But anyway, you look beautiful with black hair, beautiful. You said you won't change it anymore, right? So, you look beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. But look, you see, she knows how to do it. She knows. The problem was really that, Lay, she had that pinkish color that wouldn't come out. When a color gets absorbed, guys, there's no use. You have to neutralize it, and she did it just right. The hair turned white. She didn't show how white it got, right? Then she put something more yellowish, which was honey, to pre-pigment that white, and that's how it got this nice color. Look, she really knows everything, huh? Lay, congratulations, Lay. Congratulations. I just wish I had seen more. Wow, Lay, congratulations. Really, congratulations. Yeah? And you saw, right, her curls, how they are, her curls are really well formed, right? Now, you can always add a more golden tone to her hair as the roots grow out. And another thing, take a good look at the color before opening and applying it so it doesn't happen again that you use the wrong color, right? But look, I loved it. I really loved it, Lay. If you do anything new with your hair, don't forget about us, okay? Don't forget about us. And don't mess with me anymore, saying that Lay changed her hair, if she really did, huh? But why did you use that excuse? It was an amazing video, really amazing. She did a great job with her hair. I thought it would turn out gray, kind of mousy at the roots, and the rest a nice color. But she already showed that she knows what she's doing and delivered a perfect result. Right, with what she had available, right? Because she already told me that she doesn't live in a place where you can buy things, and what there is, there's not much quantity, not much variety. So, she buys what she can use, and that's what she had at her house. That's why she applied it, you know? It's the same. I don't have a salon anymore, so I didn't have a salon either. I used to work in a salon. So, what I have at home is what I use. You know, I use things according to what I have. I make lemonade out of lemons. Always lemonade out of lemons. That's what I do. Anyway, that's it. That's it for today, and of course, may God be with you all. Subscribe to the channel. Hugs to everyone, and goodbye.